What is going on, everybody? How is life going? I hope you're having a good day. I hope something good is happening. I don't know. Today we're going to be doing a building episode, another building with lemons episode. So hell yeah, let's get started. So what we're doing today is we're going to be doing a more tutorial geared one, based on helping beginner creators get better and become better creators. Yeah. As you've seen from the title, I'm sure, we're going to be doing how to do Airdeco today. So right here we've got an empty standard level, really basic block design, everything basic, but as you can see it's lacking Airdeco. So that is what we're going to be doing now. We're going to be showing you guys how to Airdeco efficiently, showing you how to avoid some common mistakes that I see a lot of people doing wrong, a lot of things I really don't like, and yeah, just a general helpful video on how to do Airdeco. So I'm not claiming to be an expert on this subject. I'm really not the best. There's plenty of people who are better than me, but I'm sure I can give you some helpful stuff. So if you'll listen to me, yeah, that would be great. So when I build a level and I'm going to do Airdeco, the first thing I usually think is arrows, because I love arrows. You can never go wrong with a good arrow, am I right? Start off making a good arrow, so you can choose any of this stuff. We're going to actually try and be unique here and choose something that people don't often use. About this thing, we'll use this. Okay, what the hell is it? Yeah, we're going to be using that. Put it in the centered position there. Now you want to make it kind of good. It's hard to be unique. I know it's hard to be unique in this day and age where pretty much everything has been done, but believe me, it is possible. It is somewhat possible to do it. By the way, here we're going to slow down the rotation and go like this. When you go edit rotation, you can slow it down by adding your own custom degrees, and that's kind of cool. But yeah, you get the picture. We're going to make this one rotate the same amount. Was it 50 or 60? Oh, I don't know. So that it's a bit bold. It could be better. What I like to do with a lot of Airdeco is just add a faint glow, the color of the background like this. So this glow will pulse with the background like this. See how it gets brighter when the background flashes. So it's a nice little subtle touch. And we'll add one more thing here. One of these, just slightly lower opacity and in the middle. And there you go. We've got ourselves a basic arrow. Usually I have two variations of them like this, so let's just say we'll add one more thing to the outside to make it a bit bigger, and that doesn't look good. There we go, we've got a big arrow. Hang on, let me change that. There you go, we've got a big arrow, and just copy and paste it, and we've got a small arrow. So they're used for any situation, really. You can use them in nice spaces to fill, nice spots to fill space. For the big arrow, we're actually going to add a bit more variation and do it like a kind of double thing, double arrow. It's going to be a bit smaller, just to kind of make it a little nicer, something a little different. Now, what I usually recommend is to assign it its own group. Airdeco can usually go on a different layer to everything else, so 2 layer there, and the rest is pretty much just on 0, apart from the spikes. This is really basic, by the way. I made it in like 5 minutes, but it's just for the point of showing you how to do some Airdeco. So what I like to do as well when placing spikes, when placing arrows, is trace out the gameplay like this, so you know where the player is going to go. Now we're going to place the arrows. We're going to start with the big ones. We might only need this one once, so I think we're only going to need this one here, because that fills space nicely. The rest we can use the small arrows, like this, put them in the path of the gameplay, and we'll also just put one here where you're supposed to jump at the start. So there you have it, we've got our arrows. So moving on, while we've still got the gameplay traced here, we're going to do another essential part of making, Airdeco, filling in space nicely, and that's saw blades. We're going to get some pretty typical saw blades here, and we're going to give them a centerpiece like this. So they're going to be hexagons. We're going to give them our classic glow here. Not much to see, just a normal glow that will pulse brighter when the background goes. Now we're going to add some more stuff to them. So you can really just choose anything in here, anything you like the look of. I think this thing appeals to me at the moment. So we'll get that there, and we'll get a smaller one for this one. Like that. You can make even bigger ones, but I'm just going with the medium sized saw and the small saw. Usually I go with the bigger ones, but for this tutorial I'm going to be going with medium and small only. Now we'll get a bit of extra stuff. Maybe this. A big pulsing circle. Nothing really special about it, just looks kind of cool. And there we go, you've got some super basic saw blades. I could make them a lot better, well, not a lot better, I could make them a little bit different. Actually, we'll add one more thing. We'll add one of these things. I love these things, dude. The quarter little arc things. They're so nice. There we go. Just some crappy saw blades. Now, of course, I'd recommend adding these to their own layer too, because you don't want them interfering with anything. And we're gonna place them around now. So just place them one every now and then. Make sure they don't interfere with the gameplay. Obviously, that bit's kind of self-explanatory. Just every now and then place one, and these are like little counterparts. You just add them nearby. They're bigger brothers there, if you can see what I mean. More there and one there. Okay, so now we've got saw blades. Remember, the placement is always really important. You don't want to get the placement wrong. It can stuff up a lot of stuff if you're unlucky. So there you have it. We've got arrows and saw blades. Now, of course, that's still not enough. We're going to need something more. We're going to need something a bit more impressive. So here's my third thing I can show you to do. We're going to make this, give it a glow and make it a good color. So that's going to be something we're going to trace out we're going to make like little things following the gameplay patterns like these. See how we've got the green lines? So I'm going to add actually a bit more detail onto that, and I'm going to make that a different color. I usually like to make them the object color, but you can make them whatever color you want really. Make them bold though. And yeah, we're going to trace out some of the gameplay with it. This fills in space really nicely. Okay, so now of course we can go even more. We can get more stuff because this really still could use a lot more decoration. Decoration should take you a while when you think about it. So we're going to add some of these to the ground spike. Spike deco is very important as well. You can't leave out some of this stuff like this. You can't just do stuff. Okay, so a really important tip right now that I've got to give you guys is has to be essential. Unless you're going for some kind of crazy core style or whatever, do not overlap your decoration. What I mean by that is, say you're putting clouds in your level like this, and you want to do not overlap them with things like that. Never do that. Or things. You've got to have everything has to have its own space, make its own little area. I see a lot of generic levels these days in the feature section overlapping decoration, and it's just really it sets me off, to be honest. I like well spaced out deco. I like it nice and clean. So remember, keep that in mind. Of course, we can still add a little more decoration. We're going to think of something cool. So I'm thinking maybe these blocks down here, if we do that and then do that, we've made like a little kind of glow thing. That could be cool. And we'll get ourselves a little circle. So it's kind of like a different version of these things. These are just like little bits of extra deco you can add. Not really necessary, but they will add some nice detail. You can put these in the little, like, well, I don't mean these specifically, but you can make things like this just to add more detail. So you can place these in little random spots that are kind of missing places. But yeah, you don't want to put too many of things like that. I don't know how good those are going to look. They're probably not going to look that good. So another thing, which is now quite a common thing, is glow usage. Glow has just really impacted the community a lot in 2.1, since the release of 2.1. I've been seeing a lot more levels using glow, and I'm going to show you a quick and easy way how to use it in your level without making it look cluttered and overused. So if you make these things kind of overlap one with the other, and then we're just going to make them the background color like that, you get a pretty simple glow, like a stick of glow, a glow stick thing, I don't know. But you can use these nicely. See, we can place it in spots here where there's nothing else in the area. You don't want to overlap too much though. I am overlapping a little bit, but you kind of need to with the ground spikes. And we could also use these at the top, but I'm not going to do that for now, because I think we can do something else for the top. So for the top part, I think we need a little more deco here. What else can we do? So something a little more time consuming that I think you could do, it requires a bit more patience though, is to make patterns, to make your own custom patterns like this. So I'm going to use these blocks just as an example. I'm going to make them like this, so they have their own little patterns. It follows its little pathway around things. This is pretty time consuming because you've got to make everything custom, but I honestly think it makes things look, it's a good technique to make things look good. And yeah, that wasn't very nicely worded. I got to work on wording a little more, to be honest. Still not the greatest. But yeah, none of this is scripted. So this, so I hope you're learning something. I hope something about this is helping you so you can become a better creator. If you're an experienced creator watching this, you might be thinking like, this is a little self-explanatory, nothing really new here. But honestly, this is for beginner creators. This is for people starting out, trying to get good, which is what a lot of stuff in my channel is designed for. I really want to help aspiring creators in the community, because right now I don't just want it to be dominated by big names. I want new creators to be good and just not actually. And I'm trying to get the community to move away from the generic style. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of going off topic here. But you get my point. I'm trying to help creators at the moment, and I hope these tutorials are actually doing something. I don't know. Who knows, really? So that's it. I finished the patterns up there. I think I've pretty much finished the Airdeco for this part. Of course, it could have a bit more time and effort put into it. You can see the block design is really standard. Could use a lot more. It could use a lot more work, but that's not the focus of today. The focus of today was to teach you guys how to do some cool Airdeco, and just kind of have a chill building session here. I just did something wrong. Okay, never mind that. So yeah, another thing you can add, of course, is a custom background, but we're not going to do that today. I'm pretty sure I've covered that in some of my other videos. But yeah, custom backgrounds are pretty nice, and I'd recommend them too. But yeah, we're going to give it a playthrough just so you guys can see the result of about, what, 15 minutes of work. As you can see, not my best, not amazing, but you get the concept. You get how you can Airdeco things and how it makes things look a lot better. And yeah, hopefully you learned something. Hopefully my tips were okay. Hopefully something. I really should stop saying hopefully. That was another Building with Lemons episode, teaching you how to Airdeco. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you're having a nice day. I feel like I've already said that, but yeah, I feel like I repeat a lot of stuff that I say in these videos. Anyways, I'll see you all later. Peace.